comic is better than the other. They both think it's them. We're smoking and joking and having a blast. Two comics, two cigars. Two comics, two cigars. Yeah.
All right, welcome everybody to another episode of Two Comics, Two Cigars. I like that.
Two comics, two cigars, two guys, two guys.
You're about to get us canceled.
Two middle-aged white guys.
Two guys with kids and a wife.
And
one wife is younger and has potential.
One wife is also from Boston.
Oh, that's a good one. You went 9 different directions and you pulled back.
I've just realized I put these sneakers on because it was raining,
yeah.
And I bought them in 2013.
Yeah.
But these are still level ones. I could really wear these.
What's a level one?
Level one.
I'm not a sneaker guy. I have on New Balance. I wear New Balance because I have plantar fasciitis and I'm old, and it's the most comfortable shoe on the planet Earth. And they just decided to get a little fancy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is a level one?
Yeah, you got sneakers on that I can see at night.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm walking at night.
Yeah, if you're walking at night, I can see
take the dog out.
Yeah. Those are reflective sneakers.
Yes.
These are Y3 Adidas collaboration with Yohei Yamamoto. He's some Japanese designer.
Is that fucking real?
Yeah, it's real. Yeah.
Yo, what?
Yohei Yamamoto. I can't pronounce,
Yohei
Yamamoto. Yohei Yamamoto. And I got these on Lincoln Road in Miami when I was Miami Yannis in 2013.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember those phone calls?
Yes. And
I've had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows.
It was the highest of high and the lowest of lows. I was going through heartbreak, but I was also living like Don Johnson in Miami Vice.
Motherfucker.
It was a good time. I had floor to ceiling windows. I had.
You
had.
Yeah,
I had lost a lot of weight. I was real slimmed down because I was depressed. I wasn't eating.
Yeah.
Because I broke up with my girlfriend.
You had a convertible?
I had a BMW.
Converti, right?
It wasn't a Converti.
Wow, they don't know that. No one's ever going to know.
No.
What do you think? They're fact checking here?
They didn't fact. I should have just went with it. Yeah.
Always fact checking. I got to fix this.
Yeah, it was a convertible. I had a Lambo. You're right. I should have just keep going. I got a Lambo.
Yeah, you should have just. I don't know what you're doing here. Nobody cares.
I had a Cuban girlfriend.
Ooh, speaking of Cubans, listen to me. We've done a lot. Now, this. Everybody knows this podcast. It's two comics, two cigars. And the only rules are...
No women allowed.
No, they can...
Okay.
Not in the shed.
Not in the shed. Not on this show, not in the shed.
But no, you can be two women comics. You can be...
You can be two women, just not on this show.
No, you can be on the show. No, listen.
If you got a twat, you can't be on the show.
That's not true. If you have a twat and you're a comic, you have to be a comic, but you smoke cigars.
Only if you've transitioned or taken testosterone.
This
is man shit we're doing.
If you're transitioning and you smoke cigars and you're a comic, you can be on the show. It's just two comics, two cigars. And you have to smoke the same cigar, and that's it. And we talk about it at the beginning, and we talk about it at the middle, and at the end, and then we rate at the end 0, 1, 5, or a box.
Okay.
Okay? None, 1, 5, or a box.
Can I rate it a box, or does it have to be a box?
It has to be a... Well,
it's got to be a box?
Do I say box?
You say box.
I say box.
Your box, yeah.
It has to be a box.
It has to be a box. Okay.
And this is a special one because I got these cigars sent to me from one of my favorite people in the world, Russell Peters.
Russell Peters.
One of the most generous comics I've ever encountered.
Well, he can afford to be.
Well,
yeah.
I know a lot of guys that can afford to be and are nickel chasers.
Yeah.
I know a guy who used to make me pay for Quiznos.
Yeah.
Who had a black card in his sock.
Dane Cook.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ.
I just took a wild guess.
No, I mean, you can't. Anyways,
yeah.
Let's just say he can't be on two comics, two cigars. Oh, fucking Ari's calling.
Jesus Christ.
And he's ruining the shot.
Isn't it fucking Rosh Hashanah or something?
Yes, Ari, beat it.
You shouldn't be using
Oh,
foot.
it's still working. Okay,
Why is
it's
Ari
working.
allowed to use electricity after sundown?
Oh, he quit all.
Oh, he did. That's
Yeah.
right.
So the cigars that he sent me, because he gets shipments from Cuba.
Are kosher.
Cuban cigars. But this is a cigar you've never smoked. You ever smoke a punch?
I've never smoked a Cuban punch.
Okay, you smoked a regular punch.
I've smoked a regular punch.
Okay, well, a lot of people sleep on punch. A lot of people don't go for punch. Punch had a big thing back when me and Gary Gulman, I started smoking cigars on punch. Me and Gary would split a box of 50 and we'd read comic books after we worked at an Italian restaurant in Boston. And we'd smoke in the park after and just smoke these little Maduro punches. And I love punch. And I forgot about them. They kind of fell to the wayside with all this, all the boutique things out there now and all the, but this cigar right here is I think you're gonna enjoy this.
Okay.
Why? Because it's not too crazy.
And it's free, which is always good.
And it's Cuban.
It's Cuban.
But it's a good Cuban.
Yes. That
Some
means
Cubans suck.
It's definitely not a socialist cigar.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa, you got a whole box.
Dude, look, I gotta smell that. Smell that.
Oh, God.
Come on, dude.
Smells like Fidel Castro.
Look at that. Look at that
Yeah.
size. This is a cigar. This is a man's cigar.
Buddy, I can smell the Bay of Pigs on this.
I mean, dude, you can't fuck with this. Right?
You have a whole box of these.
I got a whole box, and we're gonna enjoy.
Wow, and listen,
right
this is this Mario Lopez's edition?
Why? What is it?
Because mine says Mario Lopez on it. From Saved by the Bell.
It's from it's actually his.
Oh,
from
Manuel.
ET.
I don't have my glasses on.
It's ET. I don't have my glasses either.
Manuel Lopez.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Cutting the top off. Do you want me to cut yours for you, or you want to cut it?
I'm the guest. Really, I think you should cut it.
I know. Yeah. Well, all right. So, like I always say, make a little fisheye there, right? Little fisheye in the thing.
Yeah.
See that? And then snip it off, and there you go.
Beautiful.
Take that top cap off, and then we're gonna toast it. We're gonna toast this little baby.
Let's do it right.
Little
Toasting?
Toasting.
Oh, I thought we were going to do a toast.
Oh,
Like cheers?
wanna do it too? I wish my dick was that big and thin.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my lighter just ran out. How unprofessional. But you know what? My Rocky Patel always comes into play. Another great cigar, Rocky Patel. Here you go.
Are you, Rocky Patel, it seems like a lot of people don't like Rocky Patels.
You're out of your mind. Let me toast that. Hold that up. You stay.
Where'd you get that
and
from?
when someone likes your cigar, here's the rule.
Yeah.
Don't move. Don't try to. You don't do anything. You just stay still. Stay still. You let me do everything. Stay still. Don't follow it. You're following it. You're such an alpha male. You can't just let somebody do something. There you go. There you go. Look at that. You're lit, dude. You're fucking fuck. You're lit.
Where'd you get that thing? Don Draper? Jesus, it looks like a madman prop.
Look, this thing right here.
Madman, yeah.
This is
beautiful.
It's beautiful. Rocky Patel lighter. One of my favorite lighters. Always, for some reason, I get this. My friend Rob Dukes made this. This is a piston from a car, but it's an ashtray. He had one of his microphones in there. It's over there somewhere. And we'll move this back, and then we'll use this. Right here, ashtray right here. I mean, out of the gate, this cigar, oh my God. Out of the gate, this cigar is fucking phenomenal.
It's a light, delicious smoke right out of the gate.
I mean, dude, you know why I love this cigar? The size of this cigar makes you feel like you own a business. You're up in some wherever the fuck you are. We're in a shed. I feel I'm an exclusive lounge on the 90th floor of a building in Manhattan, and me and you just closed a big deal.
Yeah, these cigars are so good. The cigars almost didn't let us smoke them in here.
Yeah.
Cigar was like, you guys got to go to Fifth Avenue and be businessmen and put on shoes with tassels and have a scotch.
Could you imagine? Why haven't they upgraded the suit? Why haven't they made it something else? Why have guys still dressing like fucking idiots every day? Uncomfortable pants, a belt, a fucking button-down shirt, a tie, a jacket, even in the summer.
Yeah. Well, I think we've come a long way. I was a part of that sneaker civil rights movement,
What was that?
where the right to wear sneakers at work and the right to wear sneakers as formal wear. I was a part of that generation. I was like part of the Rosa Parks generation of wearing sneakers as formal wear. And I think we've come a long way. We got a long way to go,
Right.
but we've come a long way in our movement.
Well, you're a sneakerhead, right?
Yeah.
You and Verzi?
Yeah, and now sneakers, you can get in clubs with sneakers. You can get it. In fact, in like New York City, in like cool cities like New York, Miami, LA, if you're wearing shoes and you go into like a fancy, trendy restaurant, it looks weird. You're like, who's this kid? Who's this kid from the suburbs of Chicago?
Here's a problem with sneakers that are cool. They're not comfortable. There's never cool comfortable. It's either cool or comfortable. Let me tell you something. I just got 1080 X12 New Balance slip-ons, no lace.
Podiatrist approved.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. They are the most, I feel like I'm walking on air.
Yeah. There's the thing. I don't want to stereotype all kids from Boston. I don't want to stereotype all kids from Boston.
Here we go. You always gotta fucking bring up Boston.
I don't want to stereotype kids from Boston, but you guys are a little. You're a little behind. Like the fashion is always like a little behind.
Dude,
girls and guys.
I think we're ahead.
You're not ahead. You're not ahead.
I'm gonna stick up for Boston right now.
Yeah.
First of all, we're the ones who fucking Larry Bird Converse. Okay, we're the ones wearing shell toes before anybody. Okay,
well, they're called shell tops.
Those two. We're wearing shell tops, shell toes, shell heels. Okay, we're right on the ocean, motherfucker. We're wearing shells.
Yeah, no, Boston, God bless Boston kids, but it's like, it's usually like a Carhartt jacket with like Timbo boots.
Yeah, we made that cool.
That's how you guys go to a wedding.
But we made that cool.
I guess you made that cool. But then the girls, God bless them, you'll see a girl with like a Boston hat, bell bottoms, like bell bottom jeans with like stiletto high heels. It's just a confusing, it's pieces, it's different pieces of the outfit that would signify you're doing something different that night, all in the same outfit.
Like you're going to go to a Bon Jovi concert, the Celtics game, and to a formal dinner.
Yeah, all in one outfit. Yeah, in one outfit.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
We do that.
You never know where the night's going to take you.
You never know how you feeling this right now.
It's smooth, it's light. Now, is it light because the wrapper is light? Because I heard that. Is a cigar light when the wrapper is light? And I heard the darker the cigar...
I'm not gonna. No, yes, it's called the Connecticut wrap when it's light. They have different. The filler is always could be different. It depends though. It depends. There's, some fillers. Some cigars are not that Maduro. You know what I mean? Some Maduros are light. It depends on the filler. It depends on what they're mixing it. How long it was aged. How long it. They let it ferment, and what other tobaccos they mixed it with. This cigar is mixed with a bunch of different, parts of the plant, or one from over here, one from over there. So
I love the smell of a cigar.
I think that, but in general, if you see a cigar this color, a light tan, or even a lighter tan than it will be lighter. It'll be milder than a dark, like a Wesley Snipes cock.
So a lot of the tastes of the cigar is actually the wrapper.
No.
Some of it is.
It's what's inside. Some of it is, yeah.
Yeah, because if it's like a little harsher or bitterer, it's a little darker, it's a little,
Yeah, some of it is, but it's really what's inside. It's what they choose to fill it with, what leaves. We went to the farm. I went to a farm, and it's pretty fascinating how they, the different parts of the plant and how they process the plant. Like you go in, if these plants don't look right, there's shit tobacco, Swisher Sweets, shit like that. That's garbage.
What's it called?
Swisher Sweets.
What's
the Philly blunts. They're the little
yeah.
shit cigars you get up there. A lot of pot smokers will fill them with weed and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sherrod will be up front with the Swisher Sweets.
Yeah.
They'll just be taking the tobacco out and putting the weed in and then licking it back up.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you have the high end shit, that tobacco leaf that fermented right and hung it right, and it's got oils and it looks perfect, and and then they age it for 2 years, 2 to 3 years. That's why some of these cigars take years to make, because this tobacco sitting in a room somewhere just fermenting. It smells like sheep shit.
Because you've been in one, right?
I've been in a couple, yeah.
You got so into cigars once you started smoking them, but I didn't know you were smoking them in Boston with Gary Goldman.
I smoked cigars a long time ago. I got way into them. When I got out of rehab and went and did comedy, then I worked at the restaurant, and then me and Gary started smoking. Then my friend Ricky Buccini from Quincy, he was a hairdresser. Oh, I love this kid.
Yeah, Ricky Buccini's, it doesn't sound like a Buccini's ever going to make it out of Quincy.
Oh, he didn't make it out of Quincy. You're right.
Yeah.
But he made it. He's money, fucking hairdresser. Like he's
just a hairdresser?
Dude, hair. I mean, slick back hair in a braid, fucking dressed to the nines all the time.
Is he a gay guy or no?
No, straight as shit.
Wow.
I mean, dude, Quincy, he hung out with killers.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you don't fuck with these guys.
Yeah, you don't come out.
Quincy, you don't fuck with.
You can't come out in Quincy.
No, that's Dorchester, Quincy, that's the South Shore.
You got to go downtown Boston to come out.
Yeah.
You can't even come out in Quincy, probably.
No,
Quincy won't let you. The town will stop you.
Maybe now, but not back then.
No.
But dude, I remember he had such big balls, and we'd be walking, a night out down on Newbury Street, going to some club or something, some restaurant, try to score some chicks, and we'd have to stop because he'd have to untangle his balls. He'd literally have to reach in, and he'd be hunched over on fucking brand new jeans, shirt, gold chain, hair back. We're all ready to go. And he's sitting there right on Newbury Street, reaching out, untwisting his balls because they were so big. And he used to shit his pants all the time, too. Fucking hilarious.
And he became a hairdresser. And he's straight.
Straight.
Yeah.
Funny fucking guy, dude. Not too many people made me laugh. Straight people, the squares, didn't make me. This square would crack me the fuck up. Him and Mark Caesar, one of my best friends, the guy who helped me get sober. If it wasn't for Mark Caesar, I got out of rehab, 14 months in rehab. The guy in rehab, I go, whoa, what the fuck was that? I mean, there's an ashtray right there.
I apologize.
I mean, that's just a rookie. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah,
I mean, you'd be fine. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I do smoke cigars. I am a cigar lover, and I love cigars. It is funny when you smoke someone who doesn't smoke cigars, and you can see the way they hold it. Like, yeah, they're always going like, "This is a big one here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this?
Yeah.
Would they just touch it?
Now, I spoke to someone one time who said you're not supposed to put the whole thing in your mouth. You're supposed to do like that and pull it for some reason.
Yeah.
The thing about cigars is everyone has these little things that they tell you.
All right.
Like because it's like a connoisseur thing,
Yeah.
like wine.
Yeah.
Somebody will throw you a tip. And I remember I was smoking at some cigar lounge once, and the guy was like, you see, he was like, it's wet. He was like, you don't want that. You want to go like put your mouth to it and pull it. He's like, it tastes better. And I tried it, that's what he told me. And I'm like, is that true?
I went through all this over the last 10 years of smoking cigars and before, but in the last 10, every place I go, every town I go to the cigar bar. And I talk to people. I'm really into the whole culture of cigar making. I love it. Because it's like, I guess it would be my wine or my bourbon, right? But I remember when I was sitting there, all the stuff, the lighters, the how to cut it, how to light. And then I saw this old guy come into my cigar lounge. He fucking pinched the tip off, just with his fingernail, lit it with a Bic, and then fucking smoked it and enjoyed the fuck. I was like, that's it. However you enjoy a cigar, you enjoy it.
So that's the way that guy, he enjoyed smoking it like this.
He didn't need a fancy lighter. He didn't need a cutter. He didn't need all the to toast. He didn't need it. It's like, just smoke it. Enjoy it. He's sitting there. He was inhaling the cigar, so you do what you want. I mean, to be honest with you,
Looks like you're playing a flute.
you do taste it a little better. So
Maybe he was right.
yeah, but you look like a fucking asshole. So it's up to you. I'll never ever go with you anywhere in
Yeah,
public. If you're doing this,
Yeah.
I'll never take you anywhere.
Yeah, it does taste a little different though. It's a little smoother,
It's a little, yeah.
lighter almost even too.
I mean, let's do it for this show. Let's do it that way. Just do pickle sniffers in my
Now this is
shed.
what you call Churchill length, right? These are
believe so.
Churchill size.
I believe so, yeah.
Because that kid loved cigars so much that they named the size after him.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
I mean, dude.
Winston Churchill.
He's double Corona.
He's a double Corona.
Double Corona, yeah.
So
Churchill is, I think, maybe a little thicker than this.
maybe, yeah, because that's how he liked to smoke them. So they just named it after him. Now, what is it about the Cuban tobacco? Like, why? What's the difference between the Cuban tobacco and the Dominican tobacco, Nicaraguan? What's the difference?
Buddy, Nicaraguan tobacco is probably better than Cuban.
Yeah, that's why like the Davidoff Nicaraguan is one of my favorite sticks. I know it's one of Verzi's favorite sticks. He turned me on to the Davidoff Nicaraguan. When I first started smoking sticks, I was smoking Davidoffs. This kid I knew turned me on to Davidoffs, and Davidoffs are good. They're good sticks.
Davidoff is good, but you better have some cash.
They're expensive.
You're not smoking every day.
No.
Unless you got a lot. My doctor, Arpan, he smokes Davidoff.
And they're Nicaraguan, right?
Nicaraguan, yeah, Nicaraguan.
But the Cuban does taste amazing.
Cuban tastes great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's got the history. It's the Cuban cigar. It's hard to get. You can't just get them. So there's a whole factor into getting a Cuban. I feel when somebody gives me a Cuban cigar, I'm like, thank you very much. It's a special thing.
But Nicaraguan is just as good, you think?
Nicaraguan is absolutely 100% good.
Yeah.
100% just as good.
Yeah.
It's volcanic earth. You know what I mean? They've been growing them there forever.
What do you mean volcanic earth?
It's the earth is fucking volcanic earth in Nicaragua. They have they have like a shitload of, if you look at a map, what is it? What's that word?
Tapagas?
No,
Tabagas. I know it's usually on the wrapper.
No.
Tabagas. Tababacas.
Huh?
Tababaco.
Typography.
Oh, topography. Yeah. Topography is one of those words you can't say without an English accent. Topography.
That's why I couldn't say it. With a Boston accent, it doesn't come out.
No.
Fucking typography, dude.
Topography.
Dude, the typography. Dude, the typography. If you look at the typography, there's a typography.
It has
That's
to come out British. It's topography.
There's just volcanoes, dude, surrounding the. I mean, it's just there's like all these volcanoes, and that's why, like in Connecticut, grows great tobacco. Why? We talked about this before. The Connecticut River was a finger lake of the Great Lakes, right? It cracked open, started draining into the Long Island Sound, became the Connecticut River, right? It thinned out, so now it's not a lake. All that land that Connecticut's built on, sand, right? And clay from the riverbed. It's a riverbed. That's why they grow great tobacco on the Connecticut River.
Oh.
So it's all that stuff.
So tobacco can't grow just anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
Don't forget this too. The only thing that sucks about up here is that the seasons suck. Down in Nicaragua, it's it's beautiful. It's humid.
But one of the big crops that started this country was tobacco. How come they don't make amazing cigars in like Virginia? Virginia, they make cigarettes. Like Virginia's tobacco. We have so many tobacco plantations.
I think, yeah, absolutely. But I think a lot of the...
We had tobacco plantations.
A lot.
I said we have. I meant we had.
Yeah, don't say plantations.
Yeah. But that's what they were.
But
past tense.
A lot of the blenders, a lot of the master blend, they went to Nicaragua. They, after Cuba, they went there. So you're talking about these guys who know how to blend tobacco, who know how to age it, ferment it. It's not just growing tobacco. Growing tobacco is a part of it, but there's so much more that goes into it. So you gotta see this leaf and that leaf, and this will be my wrapper, that will be my filler, that will be all this stuff that goes into it, and then you have to try it. Oh, that's it. So there's so much that goes into it.
Can I fart on this?
You can fart you can shit your pants right now. I'll clean you out in the rain. I'll fucking put your bum out the door, let the rain wash it out, you sit back down. I don't even care.
I don't think you can fart when you're smoking a cigar.
You can shit your pants, I tell you that. I've done that.
I had one, but then I held it and it went back up.
No, don't do that.
It'll be back. It'll be back. It's like a guy who's you owe money to. When you hold the fart in, it'll be back.
Oh, it comes back.
Yeah, it comes back.
Yeah.
Comes back knocking.
When was the last time you shit your pants?
To be honest with you, I've never fully shit my pants. I have amazing sphincter control. I peed the bed. The last time I did that was in summer camp when I was a kid, but I've never fully shit my pants. Isn't that amazing?
Dude, I shit my pants 2 weeks ago.
You did? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had to run to the shower and fucking just hose myself off.
Yeah.
I had to throw my underwear out. You know how embarrassed I was when my wife went, "Why are your underwear in the trash?" I was like, I shit it. They're clean. I washed them, but I shit my pants.
Full on shit or just a shart?
Dude,
I've done tons of sharts.
I shit fucking copper oatmeal into my pants. It was not a good one. I shit and it went up the elastic. Thank God the underwear kept it in, but there was like 2 centimeters till it was coming out the pop side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing was coming out like.
Where were you? How come you couldn't get to a bathroom?
Dude, I was right there. I was in my bed. I went to take a nap and I had a nice toot. I thought it was a toot. And all the protein shakes, all the fucking weird shit I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Right?
It just comes out sometimes liquid.
Dude, I went, and I immediately. I've tooted. There's been many times I've tooted and I'm like, God, did I just shit? And I didn't. I'm like, thank God. But I knew immediately I just shit my pants. It felt like somebody threw up in my underwear. And it's the hard part when you shit your pants is getting your pants off without fucking stepping in shit.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to touch shit. You don't want your foot to, you want
Wait, did you shit through to the bed? Did you shit on the bed?
No. No. If you're quick enough.
Yeah.
Look, if I shit and lied there, it was going to seep through.
Right.
But if you're quick enough with a poop.
Yeah, you got up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is if it was a regular, like a healthy shit, if you're a healthy person, like these protein, the protein, I think I had some soup or something that fucked me up. Because I'm drinking these protein shakes, right? I'm looking over like there's one here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right here, the protein shake. Just add that in.
I could ash in this thing too, right?
Sure, yeah. It's the Rob Dukes ashtray.
Yeah.
Protein shit is solid as a rock. It's clay. You could build a house. If I was in a jam, you could build the house with
you
my
could turn
shit.
it into a brick, yeah.
Oh, you could, I could make a whole fucking little kitchen, a bathroom, a fucking bedroom of my shit. So if I shit with the pure protein shakes, I could sleep, I could take a nap, I wouldn't have to get up. It would just be warm for a while. As soon as I got up, I could peel it off my ass, it would just be the shape of my ass crack. And I wouldn't even have shit on my ass. Like I wouldn't even have to wipe.
So it's like liquid and then it solidifies.
Well, the
like
shit
clay.
that day, there was a bug in my stomach or something.
Yeah.
Because it came out like rusty oatmeal.
Now, was it a fart that went wrong?
It was a fart that went wrong.
It was a fart that went wrong.
Fart that went wrong, and
thank God, because at least you're just not leaking unconsciously.
Oh, what?
Because that's what old people, they just leak, You just shit and you don't know it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's one of the reasons.
We're headed back to diapers.
Why? Well, us now.
When we get older, we're headed to diapers. It's funny.
Yeah, it's a circle.
It's really, everything is a circle. It comes full circle. Everything's circle. We're headed, like our future is just diapers. We will be in diapers. My dad was wearing a diaper at the end.
Was he?
Like a baby. Yeah, he was getting changed.
Did you have to clean him?
I didn't have to. We had a couple ladies. We paid off the books to do that.
A couple Haitian ladies come in?
They definitely weren't American. I don't think anyone American does that job anymore.
Why?
What happens is you get spoiled. Your society gets spoiled. Everyone wants to be a TikTok star now. You know?
Fuck. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's mind-boggling.
It's immigrants are the only ones who want to do hard jobs.
Hard labor,
Yeah.
good money, and go home to be with their family.
Yeah.
Have dinner, right? Have a barbecue on the weekend, and call it a day.
Yeah.
And then go back to work again.
Yeah. Yeah.
That used to be the Italians, the Greeks, the
Yeah.
Irish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And then and who was it just white English, like white at breakfast
Wasps.
at Tiffany?
Yeah, wasps.
Like they had a weird accent back then. Like hello.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't English, but it was American, but not.
It didn't have that thing. It didn't
No,
have
yeah.
the fuck you. It didn't have the those are the
Sir, I dare you.
Yeah, I dare you.
Well, that's not English, but it was.
Yeah. Topography.
T-
I'm going to Chicago tomorrow. And I love the topography of Chicago. They talk like that. I love the topography of Chicago.
Yeah, it was this aristocratic.
Yeah. 2 tickets on TWA.
Yeah, where are those douchebags?
Yeah. Where's TWA? Went out of business.
Dude, TWA is a hotel at JFK.
Oh.
And here's what's sad is that I remember using that terminal that's now a hotel. I remember going through it when it was TWA. I flew fucking TWA.
You're 100 years old.
I'm fucking.
Wait, so I didn't even know that the terminal at JFK in New York City, one of the old TWA,
Which is
a hotel?
JetBlue now.
Right.
JetBlue bought TWA's
Yeah.
terminal
Yeah.
because TWA was fucking finished, right? And their terminal was beautiful too. Here's why. It was Art Deco. So it looked like a spaceship. And you had to go to the planes. You had to go through these tubes. So you went from the spaceship, was the terminal, into these tubes. And you'd go out to the gates and you'd jump on your dumb plane. And now, I mean, of course, one of the tubes is still there and it takes you over to JetBlue. But you pull in, you can stay a night in this old TWA terminal. It's this beautiful hotel with a bar and a restaurant. And
That's so cool.
it would be I mean, I was actually talking to Dawn about it.
Yeah.
Like, we should just go there one night, get a babysitter, or let Max do a sleepover, and we'll go to the TWA hotel. We'll fucking stay there. We'll have dinner. We'll see all these assholes flying somewhere. Maybe we'll walk around.
Yeah.
And
I'll do it with you.
Who you want to sleep with? The
Or-
girls?
No, I'm saying I'll spend a night with you in the TWA motel. We'll make it a thing.
Really?
Yeah. 2 comics, 2 cigars in the TWA hotel, part 2. That'll be the part 2.
Here's where airports went wrong.
Tell me.
And this is the first. Nice. This is the first. You had a mule kick that one out, huh?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you had a fucking get that.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first social justice people we dealt with. These fucking anti-smokers. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I am not an anti-smoker. I think people who want to smoke a cigarette or a cigar or whatever should have an area to fucking do that. We're a free country.
Yeah.
And I know it kills people. I get it. I understand.
It's real bad for you, yeah.
It's terrible. But you should have a place in every airport, an outdoor little sanctuary. If you want to go out and fucking smoke a butt, light up a little cigar, and kill an hour, you should be able to.
I think they do have that.
Who?
I think there's like little smoking areas.
Not in JFK.
No, you can't smoke anywhere.
100%. No, they're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
They eliminated it. Like, the last place was Atlanta. I remember Atlanta's smoking section was a room.
I remember those little glass rooms. You go in them, and it's those rooms make you realize how gross smoking cigarettes is when you walk. The smell that when you go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just did the same thing I did. So we're both amateurs. You lost one too.
Wow, you were waiting for that, huh?
Yeah, I was waiting. Now we're even. Yeah.
I mean, wow.
You know what I was thinking when you said Dawn?
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah.
We could use the name Dawn to dissect the difference between the New York accent and the Boston accent.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say Dawn.
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 That's it. If it was
Dawn.
coming up pure New York, it would go Dawn.
Yeah,
Dawn.
you say it like a dawn.
Yeah, Dawn.
Yeah, it sounds more masculine when you
Dawn.
Dawn, get me some more dough.
It's almost closer to
Dawn.
dawn. It almost sounds like dawn.
Dawn, the pizzas are almost ready.
Dawn.
Get
Yeah.
the dough out.
Yeah, dawn. And you go dawn.
Dawn.
So there's always like the Boston accent has like a W in there.
Well, the Boston accent puts letters where they're not and takes them out where they are.
Not.
Idea
Yeah.
is idea.
Idea.
Dude, I got an idea.
I got an idea. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then ka,
Yeah.
we rip that right the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And we add the R where it's not. Idea.
yeah.
It's
Right.
not.
So
And we
you
say roof.
right. So you add R's,
Roof.
you add W's, or you take letters off. You
We
add
take 'em-
letters or take them off.
We add them
yeah.
and we'll take them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love let me just say something about this, okay? There is nothing, when you have a Boston accent, okay? It's so unique. People know it.
Yeah.
You go anywhere that we from Boston,
Yeah.
and they get excited. I know New Yorkers don't because we have a rivalry, but anywhere else in the country, or even in the world, they'll be like, "Are you from Boston?" And I'm like, "Yeah." How the fuck do you know, right? But the New York accent is kind of like a cunt accent. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, you sound like an asshole New Yorker."
Yeah.
They don't ever say you sound like an asshole Boston person.
Right.
If you're from Boston, they love it. It's fucking cool.
It's a unique. They're similar. That's why I'm saying we would use the word dawn to see where they split because they're similar. They're both northeast.
Yeah.
Some words are very similar. Like we say car, like car. Hey, the car's outside.
Yeah, but there's also call.
How do you say draw?
Draw.
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 Yeah, we say draw.
Draw.
So it's more of an aw. Where you go we go aw.
Oh,
Yeah. We go draw.
I say draw.
And coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, you guys
Coffee.
put a W in
Yeah,
there.
we're
Coffee.
a little
Yeah.
more fucking blue collar.
Give me a coffee.
We're a little more grittier.
7 years ago. Johnny Kennedy. Was there a picture hanging in your house of John F. Kennedy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Huh?
100%.
Yeah, it's like an Irish thing, right?
Let me tell you something. John F. Kennedy was such a piece of shit. Thank God he got fucking shot. Because if he was alive
Jesus
today,
Christ, Bobby.
I'm gonna tell you, if he was
Thank God he got shot. Jesus
if
Christ.
him and his brother were alive today, they'd be
Ew.
fucking right next to fucking Bill Cosby.
What are you working for? The old Protestant Guard
They
of
fucking
D.C.?
murdered Mallory Monroe. They're fucking garbage people. They were banging.
Did they kill
I
her?
have a friend of mine that lived in a building in L.A., this old fucking building.
Jesus, you remember the TWA fucking outlet? You remember when you were there when Marilyn Monroe died and you got an old friend in L.A.? How old are you, Bobby?
I'm 74. He's got this old building, this really old building in L.A., West Hollywood. And, just old school. And one of the apartments there was used by the Kennedy boys when they went to California. They would use that apartment to bang out chicks.
Did you think they ever Eiffel Towered Marilyn? Because they both were fucking her. Robert and
I
John
know.
fucked Marilyn.
Do
you think they ever
this
fucked her
kills
at the
me to
same
say.
time? Yeah.
This fucking hurts me
Yeah.
to say this. And I could have just went along. But I have to know. What the fuck is an Eiffel Tower?
I
What?
think it's when you high five over the girl.
Couldn't that be the Golden Gate Bridge?
It could be the Golden Gate Bridge too, yeah. Or it could be technically an Egyptian pyramid. If you
Yeah.
high five.
Was it like this?
Yeah,
So
it's like
she's in the
that.
middle?
Over, she's in the middle. She's blowing you. I'm banging her from behind, and I think that's the Eiffel Tower. I mean, I'm pretty sure
Dude, there's no way they didn't Eiffel Tower somebody.
they must have.
Listen, brother.
They're-
He was banging, dude.
He banged a lot.
They were banging. They both banged Marilyn, and then she dies, right? And then the other brother fucking kills a chick, or fucking just walks away.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys were. I mean, this is when men were fucking. They could do no wrong. They just got away with shit.
They're an interesting family because they're like American royalty, and
Yeah.
they're Irish, right? They were Irish Catholic, which back in the day was kind of like,
They were garbage people.
yeah, the Protestants, the WASPs.
That father did a lot of illegal shit.
Oh, he was.
He's the original Don Corleone.
Yeah, he was.
he legalized. He did what Michael wanted to do.
The mafia, they stole that election for him, for John F. K. His father stole the election with the mafia, helped him get in office.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they became like American royalty, and then like all the brothers and grandkids all got into politics, and they've had a lot of tragedy. JFK Jr. just like goes up in a plane.
That one bothered me.
But you know what? He was going to run against Hillary. Is that a conspiracy too that she took him out? Because remember, she wanted to run for Senate, and JFK Jr. was going to run for Senate, and so people around Hillary always tend to die.
You ever see that Clinton dead people list?
It's a long list.
It's a long list.
Yeah.
And dude, let me tell you something. She is ruthless.
Yeah.
I mean, she's no joke.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fuck with Hillary Clinton.
No, you don't fuck with her.
I would not fuck with her, man.
No.
They're no joke.
No. Yeah, I don't know. It is interesting to think that they were going to run against each other in the primary. It would have been, and JFK Jr. was very popular.
And he took a plane out in the fog and flew upside down. And fucking he's dead. And man, was he cool. You understand, Jackie O and JFK fucked.
Yeah.
And made a perfect child.
He was a gorgeous man.
Perfect Kennedy.
He was beautiful.
He had the hair, but the looks.
The looks were next level.
I'll tell you, listen, if you look at JFK, he's good looking from back then.
Yeah, he had a weird eye.
Dude, he had these round Yeah. I don't know, it was weird, man. Like they were a couple generations out of fucking.
And what was that? That wasn't like a Boston accent. It was like a Nantucket accent.
Yeah, it was
five score and
yeah, well, that's not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. That was that accent.
Yeah.
That back in the day they had these weird accents. But that's not a Boston accent.
It's like a Rhode Island-y
No,
or
it's a
upper class Cape Cod. Yeah.
Yeah, Hyannisport.
Yeah.
Hyannisport. It's like the Pepperidge Farm guy. You can't get there from here.
Right.
The Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah.
Same accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were an interesting family, and yeah, so much tragedy. So much tragedy.
I mean, dude, it's got to. I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but there has to be. That whole family was taken out. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, they were up until that point, there had never been anything other than a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant president.
Never.
Before JFK.
No, and then the mob fucking made it happen.
The mob made it happen.
And then they turned on the mob.
They turned into mob.
Right?
Yeah. And then the mob probably was part of what killed JFK. Robert Kennedy got killed by a guy named Sirhan. It's like, hey guy, you got, I think your name is redundant. It's getting killed. It's like getting killed by a guy named Yannis.
Yeah, Bobby kills fucking Jackie.
Yeah. They took them all out. Yeah. I read an incredible book though, Bobby.
Oh my God.
About the topography.
Wow, what was the book there now?
Yeah, so I read a book. It was called Crisis Years about Robert Kennedy and Khrushchev's ambassador. I can't remember his name, some Russian name. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, they were meeting in hotels to kind of chill shit out. They wanted to chill shit out.
Really?
Yeah, they were basically going like, Khrushchev's he's got to speak a certain way for the pride of Russia and all that, and to seem strong and all that shit, but we don't want to smoke.
Right.
And Robert was acting on, as an envoy for his brother. And he was going, we don't want that smoke either, so let's fucking chill this out.
No shit.
We don't want a nuclear war. So they did do a good job of fucking avoiding a nuclear war. We got close.
Hang on, I got to check this real quick. Make sure everything's legit. We're still good, yeah? Yeah, we're still fucking good. All right. They got close to a fucking nuclear war.
Dude, we got close. We got close. I mean, dude, we got close, and it's like, you know, sometimes you got to go to those, like, you got to get off TV, you got to go meet in a back room, and, you know, you got to, you know, and it also shows that, like, there's a public persona. Everyone's got a public persona and a private persona.
Right, yeah. It's like wrestling.
Yeah, and when shit gets dire, you got to go like, all right, we got to cut the bullshit. Like, we got to talk for real with we got to, like, fucking, we can't do this.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a fucking lighter.
What do you think of the cigar?
The cigar, to be honest with you, is absolutely delicious. But I don't know. No, here's the thing. That's the thing, because the best cigar I ever smoked, Paolo Italia. I don't know why he tells anyone to call him Paul. If my name was Paolo, I would say never call me anything but Paolo. That's
Paolo.
I mean, it makes my panties wet.
You have to do it with a Brazilian accent.
Paolo Italia. You know, owner of the stand. Yeah, Paolo. He was in Cuba or whatever. Somehow he went to Cuba and he brought us back, me and Verzi, I think it was the Partagas. Partagas.
Oh, Partagas.
Cubans. And it was the best cigar I ever smoked. But my thing is, like, am I just going, oh, it's a Cuban? You know what I mean? Is it that thing where I'm going, oh, it's a Cuban, and then I kind of like convince myself, sort of like, you know, with the vaccine, we all think it works. But really, it's just placebo. I'm just kidding. Now this fucking video is going to have a fucking CDC warning on it. I'm just joking. I'm vax boosted.
But here's my theory.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Here's the way I look at that. Who cares? If somehow that made the cigar better for you because you thought it was a Cuban, Cuban somehow is a placebo for you.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
But I can't live in that. But but that means, like, we're stupid. Because, like, there's got to.
You're stupid.
That means I'm stupid.
I know this is a good cigar.
Yeah. This is a delicious cigar.
I'll tell you what. Yeah. I've smoked Cubans that have been like garbage. I've been like, this is all right. I don't like it. This is my type of cigar. This is a mild, you know, it's got some spice. It's not too spicy, right? From the second you smoke it to right now, right? It's still the same cigar to me. I love that.
I think that was perfectly described. It's light, has a hint of spice to it. It's delicious.
Yeah, a little bit on the side of your tongue. When it's too much on the side of your tongue, and you got to clean your palate because you're fucking, you know, that I need to eat. I need to have a steak with that.
Yeah.
But like this right now, rolling in here, just water, and lighting this up. When we lit it up to right now, it's the same cigar. It's a nice mild, hanging out. You don't have to worry about what.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
There's an ashtray right there. But
you missed it too.
Once.
I'm one ahead of you.
You're two.
Yeah, you're beating me. I'm two. It's 1-2.
But I think I don't know. I think this is, to me, the length of it and the mildness of it is really just. I'm enjoying this.
Tobacco's my vice. I can't get enough tobacco. I put snus in my mouth all day.
What the fuck is snus?
It's a Swedish snus. You know.
What is that?
It's you just put it in your mouth.
The same pocket.
It's tobacco. Yeah.
Look at that.
You just put it in your mouth and put it up there, and I do it all day. And you know, tobacco is just, I love it. So
yeah,
I can tell when a cigar is good. I'm a cigar smoker. I love cigars. I've been smoking a long time.
Well, let me ask you a question about this. When you're bringing it when you're getting it in your mouth, right?
Yep. It's a weird way to phrase that. When you're getting it in your mouth.
I don't like that. That's the way you took it,
yeah.
But it made you smile,
yeah,
and light up.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
you were like, what? Well, like I was gonna give you a present. Like,
yeah.
What? You're gonna give me what?
You're a guy that lights people up, though. You light people up. You're like you light people up. You have a cheery, fun, affable.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a twinkle in your eyes.
Yeah, but you're
a twinkly motherfucker. You're twinkly. You just twinkly. Yeah,
twinkly.
You're like happy. Like you make people happy.
Well,
you're
certain people.
No, and even as a comedian, you're one of those guys who go, everyone's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you make everyone feel good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're a guy that you're happy to see that. I'm happy. It's Bobby.
It's Bobby.
It's like you're fun loving. Your voice is funny. Everything's funny. Yeah.
Well, that's good, man. I take that as a beautiful compliment.
Yeah, you're like an uplift. It's like you twinkle. You awaken everything. You're an awakener.
Yeah,
You make everyone happy. Yeah, it's like Bobby's here.
Oh,
it's fucking Bobby Kelly. Nobody goes, oh, Jesus, fucking Bobby.
Some people do.
No, nobody does, oh, fucking Bobby Kelly. No, only if,
Well, you know what? It's weird is now in my life, I'm so happy right now. I can't, I get nervous.
You don't want to fuck it up.
I know that life doesn't work like that. I know life doesn't let you be happy every day, all day, forever. I know things happen that, kind of fuck you up. You know what I mean? And you have to deal with. But like today, I came home. I flew home. And I'm talking to somebody on the phone. I was talking to Ari. And
Don't you think it's arrogant, just not to cut you off, but don't you think it's arrogant we say we flew home?
No.
Some arrogant guy started that trend. We didn't do shit. We should say I was flown home. You ever notice that?
I mean...
Because even with a car, you go, I took a cab. It's only with the plane we go like, I flew home. It's like, were you the pilot? No, you were sitting in coach, I assume.
No.
First class.
First class.
Yeah. You sitting in...
Bumped up.
Bumped up.
Platinum. There was many, many miles in Comfort Plus to get bumped up. Yeah. Thank God, because there was a couple fans on the plane too that were in first class.
Oh, when someone recognizes you in coach, it's the worst. Yeah.
And they're in first?
Yeah.
And you're going to walk by them?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the fucking worst.
It's happened to me a few times, yeah. I don't know if there's anything worse than that.
There's nothing. I'll tell you what's worse than that. When there's a comic beneath you that's in first class, and you're going to walk by him or her in coach.
I never had that happen, but I have had... And I don't know if I've had someone in first recognize me, but I've had someone in coach where you're just like, hey, how's it going? And then you're like, yeah, I'm in coach.
Yeah. I always go Comfort Plus. I'll never go coach. I'll never go back to coach.
Oh, I was doing coach till yesterday.
Dude, I do Comfort Plus.
I was doing coach till I think Verzi told me there was a problem with that.
Oh, there's a problem with that.
Yeah, because I'm like a low maintenance guy. I'll fucking climb in coach.
I hear you, dude.
Yeah.
But just spend the extra $50.
I know.
On Comfort Plus. You're bored before those savages.
Yeah.
And you're above them. You're right behind it.
Wait, have you ever stayed in coach when a fan recognized you and they were in first class?
Oh, fuck. Dude, I walked by a guy. And he looked at me like, where you going?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Bobby, where you... What?
Did you pretend like you would go to the bathroom and you'd be right back?
Oh, no. I was in Comfort Plus, like, right there. Yeah. So, like, I was behind him. There was the curtain.
So you were having a convo and he was telling you how much he was telling you how much he loved you and how funny, and then a curtain came in between. Students was like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. That's funny. That's a funny visual, yeah.
It's a tough one, dude. It's a fucking tough one.
Were you tempted to explain? Like, sold out flight. I had to get this one.
No.
I had to catch this one.
No, I get so, when that happened, I was just like, you got to take the hit.
Yeah.
At least I'm not coach.
Right. You have Comfort Plus.
I'm Comfort Plus.
I think the way to get out of that one is you go like, booked flight. I had to get home. I was supposed to be on a later one, but I got to get home because Dawn, I always thought Dawn said I got to do something.
Have you ever been on a flight when there's like a military person or, somebody that would really enjoy that first class? Would you ever give that up to somebody else?
If I paid for it?
Yes.
Okay, you got to get specific.
All right, there's a fucking Marine, and he's on the plane. He's in coach, middle seat, and you're in first class.
Give up my ticket.
Uno momento.
Yeah.
It's only a 2.5-hour flight.
But I went to college. I'm an officer. I'd be an officer.
You would be.
Just a Marine? Does he have all his limbs?
He's missing one foot, and he's got a purple heart.
He's got a purple heart.
He's got the purple heart.
Now, what do you get the purple heart for?
No, listen, no. Dude, It's hard.
It's tough to give up.
It's tough.
Is it the one with the bed that goes into a bed? I'm not giving that up for nobody.
I wouldn't give that. If Jesus Christ was on the back of the plane with no shoes on, I'd be like, listen, JC.
If my elderly mother fell, I'd still tell her to put her back in coach.
I'd tell my wife to go fuck herself with Max. Like, listen, I'll see you in Aruba, bitch.
Yeah, I have no way I'm giving up the bed one.
You ever get mint?
No, the best I've done is the bed to Los Angeles.
The bed to Los Angeles, but mint to LA.
What's mint?
Mint is JetBlue's first class. What I like about it, they got 2 and then 1. 2 and then 1. So, you know, most first class have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. JetBlue said, fuck it, 2 and then 1. If you get the 1, you're in that aisle, that section by yourself.
Well, that's like the bed. You're by yourself.
Oh, it's a bed too.
Yeah.
It's a bed. They're all beds.
Yeah.
Mint is bed.
Yeah.
Bed, yeah.
They do pack us in there like goddamn sardines.
They gotta, dude.
Yeah,
it's expensive to fucking fly.
Yeah.
You gotta pay that. Think about what it is. Think about what we're doing. We're getting up. There's like 2 guys or 3 guys that are, I mean, pretty much geniuses.
We don't know how many. You just proved you don't know how many guys are up there.
It depends on the size of the plane.
It's 2 or 3?
There's 2 if it's a smaller plane. If it's a big plane, you gotta have the extra guy.
3 guys?
You gotta have 3 guys.
Now, what's the third guy do?
If something,
He's the
someone has to take-
co-pilot?
Yeah, if someone has, well, he's the, he's the other guy. If they have to take a nap or something, the bigger planes, they have like little
They gotta
bed.
take a nap. They're at work.
Buddy,
You can't take a nap at work.
those long flights,
Yeah.
those stewardess, you ever see them disappear for a couple hours?
They go take a nap, huh?
They got beds downstairs.
Downstairs?
Buddy, there's a downstairs.
On what planes are there downstairs?
All the bigger ones.
You mean the double deckers?
No, not just the
Have you ever been
double-deckers.
on one of those double deckers with the bar upstairs
I
and all
have,
that
yeah.
shit?
Yeah, I never got upstairs though.
Wait, on the big planes there's a downstairs?
They have a downstairs, the big newer planes, because they have to take a nap. They can't be fucking sleepy on an 8-hour flight. You know what I mean? So
I didn't know that.
they have little they go down this little fucking elevator.
Could you take one of them down there and fuck them?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You go downstairs, little elevator, and there's little beds. They can lie down.
Wait, you're blowing my head right now. There's a fucking elevator on a plane?
I'm glad you put head at the end of that.
Wait a second. What size of plane is this? A 747 has an elevator
dude,
in it?
I'm not fucking Tom Cruise. I'm not John Travolta. I don't know the details. I don't know I don't know what it is. But I talked to a stewardess one time. I was like, where did you go?
I think she was fucking with you, man.
She
There's
was
no
not.
elevator.
100%. I looked it up on YouTube.
Dude, I've been in a plane. All there is a bathroom and a cart area.
Not true. The bigger planes, I talked to her. I go, where did you go? She goes, I went downstairs. I napped for an hour and a half. We all have to take certain naps at certain times, go get a rest. We get a break. And I went downstairs. I was like, downstairs? She's like, yeah. We have a little, you take the elevator down and there's 2 beds. You can, little cots, like bunk beds. And then go in there and take a nap.
And she said there was an elevator? Where was the elevator? Where would you find the elevator?
It's like in the middle, on the big planes. Well, the big plane when you go left to go first class, and then there's business, and then there's fucking
the
coach,
big ones. Yeah. So if you're going to like LA.
transatlantic, or the big ones.
Oh, I didn't know.
You're going over the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take a fucking nap, dude. They have beds.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You ever see them just disappear? Where do they go?
No, I've never seen them disappear. I mean, disappear? Like
go bye-bye.
Yeah, I thought I've seen them sit in their seats. I've seen them back there like on their phones. I've seen them giggling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever you ever find yourself very attracted to a stewardess?
Today.
Do you?
Yeah, when I flew to Chicago on Friday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she had.
Is it possible to pick up a stewardess if you're not Tiger Woods?
Yeah, it is. But you can't pick them up on the plane.
Right.
You got to pick them up at the hotel they go to. If you're ever at a hotel and you see that carload of stewardesses get out,
Yeah.
just go to the bar.
Right, because that's where they're going.
They're going to the bar. They're gonna get a meal there, and they're gonna probably get a couple drinks later. They'll probably put the little skivvies on, go down and get a drink. Go to the bar, start shooting the shit.
It's a great job if you want to sleep around. It's a great job. because you're in San Diego one night, you bang, and then you're out.
100%.
Can't get attached. Before the internet and all that stuff, a lot of pilots used to have like 2 families. That happened a lot.
Really?
Yeah, like where a pilot would have like a completely separate family because they used to do these long legs and then they'd stay in those towns.
But, yeah, before, you can't do that shit now.
You can't do it now, but it used to happen where pilots would have 2 full families.
Yeah,
and one family would not know about the other family. It's crazy.
But that happened a lot back in the day.
It did, right?
Oh, dudes would do that. Yeah, I mean, come on. Guys had gumas.
Well, Guma's different. Guma's different.
All right, I'm going to gas this out.
What does that mean? Oh, you're going to push and do that whole thing where you push?
Well, you light the cigar.
You know what the thing is? And it is true. Are you blowing forward?
Great Tony V taught Billy Burr that, and Billy Burr taught me that. And you gas it out. So you light it when you're down here, and it burns all the fucking, because you're dragging all that shit through the cigar. So when you gas that out, you're crapping out all the toxins.
So you light it and blow forward.
You light it, and then you blow forward a little bit. And then now it's, let me see, like the beginning of the cigar.
Yeah, you know, it is true. When the cigar gets a little lower, why does it taste better? Why does it like get better as it goes on?
When you get lower, it's like a wine. It's like the flavors change. Everything changes.
I guess because there's less. It's more dense.
It's a little more condensed. Yeah, it's a little harder. You know what I mean? This one's a good one. Man.
It's gotten better. Mine's gotten better as it's gotten lower. Has yours? To you?
Right now, after I gassed it, it's still amazing. I'm enjoying this so much.
It's really good.
And I love it that we're doing it in my smoking shed.
How would you explain to a person who's not a cigar smoker what makes a good cigar? Because the way I would explain a good wine to someone, because like, you know, you got these connoisseurs, and then like lay people don't know what's good. The way I explain, I think I got a good one for wine, right? I like a wine. I think a good wine should go down like a person trying to sneak out of their house on steps. Goes down smooth. No noise. Smooth.
Yeah.
Like you're wearing socks, you don't hear any, you know, you don't want to get any burn.
Okay.
It just goes down smooth like butter. Like that's a good wine. That's a good way to explain how a good wine should be.
Well, I think your palate, the more cigars you smoke, the more you want. You know what I mean? Like all the guys at my cigar bar, they're smoking heavy cigars. They don't fuck with light things. They don't really like mild cigars. They want a bat. They want, because they need it, because their nicotine level is higher. They need something more.
You mean their tolerance?
Their tolerance.
Yeah.
So when they smoke a cigar, they're not going to taste it if it's too mild. You know, they're not going to smoke a lot. Yeah. They're not going to smoke a Monte Cristo.
But what makes a good smoke? Like, why is a Philly shit?
The tobacco.
Yeah, it's shit tobacco.
It's tobacco.
And you can taste the shit.
Cigarettes.
Right.
You know what cigarettes are?
Yeah.
It's not even tobacco.
It dried out.
It's not even. It's like paper and tobacco. It's the shit. It's the worst tobacco you could get is a fucking cigarette. It's garbage tobacco.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, it's just crazy. And then this premium cigars is the best tobacco you can get. This is it right here.
And it has to be well maintained. It's got to be humid all the time. You
There's
can't.
so much that goes into it.
Yeah. It can't, if it gets too dry.
From the second it grows to they cut it, you know, to they hang it in the barn, to they ship it off to be fermented, to some lady grabs it and starts cutting it up to roll, to putting it in a box, to letting it sit, and to where it got to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned this from the natives.
What do you mean?
Native Americans, tobacco. They were smoking it. And we fell in love with it. Europeans.
That's it. You know, I would like to find out where the first cigar was made.
It's a good question. It's probably the Caribbean, right?
I don't know.
But tobacco, the Indians would put it in the pipe, right? And they'd smoke the tobacco pipe. Yeah. And then the Europeans got a hold of that. They sent it to Europe. People fell in love with it. There was a demand for it. then, you know, we started getting tobacco plantations and, you know, didn't pay people.
Yeah.
People didn't get paid.
Of course.
That was bad. They worked in there and they worked at those, you know, plantations.
Right.
And then it became a
Oh,
big hit.
that was bad. That part
was bad.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No.
you're stuck in slavery for a second.
That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't know you were talking about that. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about like, you know, workers in England getting, you know, paid with beans. And
No,
something.
I'm talking about
That was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was bad.
Working and not getting paid is bad.
Slavery has always been bad.
It's bad.
It's never been
There's
good.
there's no way to say it's good.
It's such a weird thing to just
Well, it's just
capture
making people work and not paying them.
to capture human beings.
But then
And-
there's the part of it where you go like, back in the day, if you wanted to get something done, right? Like if you wanted to, like, you know, they used slaves to build the pyramids, or they, you know,
Yeah, everything.
even in Dubai, a lot of people don't know, but Dubai, like, it was built by like essentially like kind of indentured servants, which is like, you know, that's like a PR way of saying slave.
Well, that,
you know?
that was white slavery.
Yeah,
right?
it's
When we came
indentured-
here, we had the indentured
Call
service.
it what you want, you know. It's like there's ways around it. So a lot of those buildings were built by like indentured, like Indian, like poor Indian, like the Arabs kind of enslaved Indians. People, they don't call it that, but it kind of was. But how else do you get people to do horrific work that needs to be done if you want to build something that nobody wants to do? If you don't, you got to enslave someone. That's why slavery's been around forever. Everyone's been enslaved. People have been enslaving people since the beginning.
But where is slavery still going on?
In the Middle East, they still got some slavery.
They have slavery.
Yeah. Fucking Saudi Arabia didn't outlaw it, I think, until like 1974.
Jesus.
Yeah, or like 64 or something like that.
So
Kinda. Yeah.
I mean,
England was the first, I think, to outlaw it.
they were the first ones.
Yeah.
They were the first ones.
Yeah. But they were also, you know, doing a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. But
It's
it was the
weird-
way of the world.
It's weird that there's still slavery and that's not the world's topic. Like, that's not where we're all going, hey, you guys,
Yeah.
knock it the fuck off.
Cut it out.
Like, why? Like, think of all the social justice people in the world that want change. They want, you know, everything here to be changed, right? Fine. But why don't those people and all the other people in every other country that are, you know, yelling at their government or whatever, why don't we find where slavery's still going on and all of us, like Farm Aid, you know what I mean? Go, hey, guys, knock it off.
Well, I think we kind of do, but you can't stop, you know? You can't stop them. It's
Why?
like you'd have to go over there and invade the country and rescue people. And then
When has that stopped us?
that's a good point. Well, I mean,
When the fuck has that stopped
hey, look,
us?
if you're enslaved and there's no oil in your land, I'm sorry. You're left to your own devices.
We don't want to go over there and get a bunch of sandstone.
Yeah. No, you got to have oil. And pretty soon that's not going to matter. Pretty soon it's going to be that mine, whatever they use for the battery.
What is that?
They mine some minerals.
graphene?
Something, yeah. Whatever
hear
place
about-
is going to have that, pretty soon there'll be, you'll hear, whatever, this is how you can tell that it's all about the natural resources, and whatever story they make up is just to motivate people to go fight there.
Right.
Because that's how you'll tell. Pretty soon we'll be going in, there'll be some skirmish, there'll be like some terrorist over in some country where they have all the mining battery minerals that we need, and we'll be like, yeah, they're attacking us. And then next thing you know, it'll be over there. It'll be a different, wherever that shit is. I assume it's in Africa, because somehow Africa's got all the fucking minerals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the motherland.
They got a lot of shit down there.
They got a lot of shit.
Yeah. So wherever that is, there'll be a war there soon. And it'll be a total excuse. The story will be something else, but we'll be in there. You know, they'll be like, oh, they got weapons of mass instruction or whatever. They'll be like, yeah, you know,
It's funny.
they're a threat to us.
It's funny. It's Avatar.
What do you mean?
I mean, look at you ever see the
Oh,
movie?
yeah. It's like Avatar, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, but you know, that's what it is. You got to have like, all empires are looking for resources, right? Because we're on top of the hill, so we want to consume the good shit, and we don't want to pay a lot for it, right? So, and the places that have all these minerals are usually not as militarily sophisticated. So we go in there and we kind of take it. Everyone's been doing. The Romans did it with like grain or whatever the tobacco and sugar, or whatever was the big thing at the time. Spices. You just go in.
Remember when spices were a big thing?
Bananas have been big. Banana was big.
The bananas were big.
We conquered. We fucking. We did a coup for bananas.
Yeah, and coffee.
Coffee. Yeah.
Paprika.
Yeah.
Remember the what is it? The spice.
Dude, if your country has some shit, keep it a secret.
Like Wakanda.
Yeah, don't let it out.
Like we'll build a force field where they think it's just a jungle, but it's really a city.
Yeah, don't fucking ever share your bananas. Don't let them know.
Don't.
If someone comes in a boat and is like, I'm lost, don't be like, come for dinner. And then we'll go, well, can I have one of those bananas? Yeah, we grow bananas here. He goes, this is the best banana I've ever had. Yeah. You're gonna get fucking murdered.
He pulls out an iPhone, does a TikTok. You're fucked.
You're fucked.
Yeah, he's a food blogger.
Yeah, you'll be fucked.
It's like El Presidente from Barstool fucking blows up a pizza place.
Yeah.
That poor guy was going to retire. Now he can't because he's got 6 deep out the door.
Yeah.
He runs out of dough at noon.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I got to make this money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Norway, for example?
Oh, hang on one
You got to
second.
take a shit? What
No, I don't got to take a shit. I'm making sure everything runs.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really, oh, shit. See, this one stopped. What were you saying about it?
For example, Norway.
Norway.
Did you know that they are one of the biggest oil suppliers in the world?
Norway?
Norway.
Those fucking blonde
Yeah.
people that when they walk down the street, they don't even move.
Yeah.
They make you move.
Yeah. So they have a ton of oil, but they're smart. They don't talk about it.
They don't talk about
They
it.
keep it quiet.
Right. They keep it quiet.
That's why they don't get fucking robbed.
You don't get fucking robbed.
You don't wear your chain at the club.
You don't wear your
You
Rolex
don't get
out on a
fucking
summer
loud.
night. No.
Keep it quiet.
Keep it quiet.
They don't fucking have outside air conditioning. They're not driving around in turbans and Mercedes and Lamborghinis like the Middle East. Because oil's basically the drug.
Right.
And they're drug dealers. Right? And drug dealers get robbed. By who? Omar from The Wire.
Right.
That's us.
We're Omar.
We're Omar.
So we start coming to Norway. They're like, Omar's coming.
As soon as they fuck up and buy like a gold watch or something,
Omar.
we're showing up going, Norway,
Yeah.
we heard you motherfuckers need some freedom.
We heard you got good salmon.
Are you not
And
free?
you got some fucking oil.
Yeah, run all the salmon blonde bitches while you're at it.
Right.
Yeah, they keep it quiet. That's what you got to do.
Fucking assholes we are. Are we really, we're just assholes. We're the motherfuckers.
We're the motherfuckers.
But it's gonna be gone soon.
Soon. I think we're in it.
I mean, China's gotta be.
The thing that could save us is a good war. A good war. We're good at that.
Yeah, but this is what scares me about a war. I got a 9-year-old. By the time we go to war, he's gonna be fucking eligible for the draft.
I don't think men should go to war anymore. I believe in equality.
You think it should be women?
I think women should go this time. We have all the artillery.
You think it should be trans women and
No, just women.
just women?
Just women. I think just women should go.
Why?
Because we fucking went for all the... Before there was like weapons.
And you wanted equality.
Yeah, wanted equality, and now
We're gonna
made
stay
it.
home.
Technology made it so you can work and you know... Because let's be honest, like... Before there was technology,
Let's be honest.
Before there was technology and all that type of shit, somebody had to put there was no Jamaican nannies back in the day,
Right.
so you had to kind of stay home and fucking feed the kid.
Yeah, exactly.
But now we made it so there's bottles and there's other things guys can take estrogen shots and grow and nurture tit.
I got a 24-hour Walgreens. I'll get some formula right now.
Exactly, and now we have artillery. We got guns. You could shoot a gun.
We got drones.
We got drones.
Right.
We'll stay home with the babies.
Right.
And you go fight.
I'm in.
That'll be dope.
Be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be intimidating too. First of all, you disarm them, right? Bunch of women's Marines show up.
Yeah.
The guy's like, hey, ladies. And then they fucking... Charlie's Angels, that's what you guys want, right?
Yeah.
You want to be Charlie's Angels? You want to be Kill Bill? You're all fucking doing karate?
Here's the problem
Do
with
it for real.
Here's the problem with that.
Yeah.
Okay? They're going to come back
And
off.
then we start fucking each other while they're gone, like the Greeks did. It just becomes one big dude hang.
We're just sucking each other off, smoking cigars.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got a cigar in my mouth or your cock.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
The women are out fighting. We're safe.
Yeah.
But even we don't have to go gay because we're missing the women like they do in jail or they did in ancient Greece. We don't have to do that because guess what we can do now?
What?
We can make chicks.
How?
Inject them with fucking estrogen and make them.
So you can make me into a hot chick.
I can, yeah. How do you think they make trans women? I can make you into a chick.
I'll just grow
If
my
we
hair.
run out of chicks, we can make other ones. And guess what? Those ones you can fucking, they don't get pregnant. So it's fun.
This is perfect.
It's a perfect idea.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
I love it.
How great, dude! Like if we kill all the chick, because always the thing was you can't send the women first of all because they're weaker. What are you gonna do? And you had to carry axes and shit, and they just didn't have the strength for it.
Right.
You ever see like those videos where two women cops are struggling with a suspect, that a male civilian has to just come and help them hold?
I just saw one.
I saw one today. Yeah,
dude. That
two
fucking-
women just struggling, and then a guy just comes, and you're like, "What are we doing?"
This one girl yelling. I mean, really being cunty to this dumb guy, and this guy was like, "Go fuck yourself." And she tried to grab him. Get the fuck off me! And she grabbed him again. He goes, "Yeah." Then he was rolling around, and he was like, "Fuck you!" And then some dude came out of nowhere, tackled him, put him down, held his hand behind his back, and he was like, all right.
Yeah.
And then she took over.
I saw the same clip. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So it's like, but now you got guns and shit. Go fight.
Yeah.
And then if we lose the women because they're dying in war, like we used to die in war, we just make new women.
Nice.
Just turn men into women.
Well, the women that come back from war, my problem with this, though, is that what if your wife does come back? She makes it back. She's all fucked in the head, right?
Yeah.
And then she goes into menopause. You got a crazy war chick seeing flashbacks every time she has fireworks. She loses her mind, right? She's probably alcoholic. And then she's premenopausal. That's a nightmare.
That's a nightmare.
That's a fucking nightmare.
That's why you probably you got to write into the laws that you can put them down.
Like a coyote?
You just got to put them down, yeah.
You just got to put him down.
Yeah, be like,
Hey,
look,
baby.
you guys can't handle. I don't think women can handle it. So we'll make women.
But they get put down.
Let's
We
grow
don't-
them.
We don't do it. They put them down before they come home.
Yeah,
they
put
have
them
to
down.
pass a certain day.
Yeah, pass a
Be
certain
like,
test.
honey, I'm sorry, you're not gonna make it home. You
Yeah.
want to FaceTime?
Yeah.
Say goodbye, because you ain't going home.
You got to be put down.
Plus, Yannis made Bobby and Robert Kelly into a hot Puerto Rican girl.
I made a replacement. All the women are at war, but we made, and then we just be living in a society
Yeah.
with a bunch of dudes
Oh.
and women who transitioned.
Right?
And it's a great, you just marry your boy and one of you picks which one. And sometimes you can switch.
Switch it up.
Yeah. You
like
switch, you just flip your boy.
Flip it up.
Like, I need a girl, but all the women are fighting, so I'll be the girl.
I like it.
We
Let's
all
do
live
it.
like Nero. That's how you end civilization. Then you go out with a bang. Then you drop a nuke. Everyone holds hands, sings "We Are the World," and we disappear.
All right, listen. We're gonna rate these cigars. This is at the end right now. What do you think about this cigar?
This cigar. Okay. What scale?
None, 1, 5, or a box.
A box. This is a box. This is as good a cigar as I've ever smoked.
I mean, this is.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with you. If you can get yourself this punch, it's a double Corona, Cuban. These are attainable. You can get these.
What you got to do is strike up a friendship with Russell Peters.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You can get these. You can go.
You can't get them in America, right? Is there still
You
the
can't
embargo?
get them. Yeah. I'm so mad. Fucking Obama was gonna end that.
I thought he did end it for a
And
second.
Trump fucking put it back in.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, because they're communists.
Right.
But the Obama was. I mean, look
You
at
got to
man.
make exceptions for cigars.
Dude, if they were about to put Starbucks, Kentucky Fried Chicken in Cuba, they were going to put a fucking Holiday Inn Express. We were about to go down to Cuba, dude.
Yeah, like a vacation down
We were
there.
about to go vacation right past fucking Puerto Rico, right fucking past everything, and it would have been amazing. But no, it's over. But if you have a chance, you can get these. Punch, double Corona. It is. I mean, this is one of my. I could smoke this every day.
It's a really, this is a luxury everyday cigar. Nice and light. It's
When you get a box of Cubans, though, you gotta. My thing with cigars, look, you want to hoard. The thing with cigars, you wind up hoarding. You wind up going, fuck, I'm keeping these.
because you want to keep them for good occasions.
You want to keep them. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't fucking do it.
Because then what if you die and you don't get a chance to smoke them?
You can't do it. Cigars were meant to be given.
And smoked.
I'm going to give you these two. Those are for you.
Bobby,
Listen,
you're going to make me cry.
I want you to take these, and I want you to smoke them. You give
That'd
one
be
to...
funny if you just said, why don't you take these and stick them up your
Stick
ass?
them right up your ass. Take those. Those are for you.
I'm going to sell them on the black market.
You can't.
No, I'm going to smoke these. But
Those
the
are
thing
for
is,
you.
here's the thing. I don't have a humidor.
All right, give those back to me. I'm going to take these back.
I'll come back and smoke them with you. How's that?
How about you take one then? Take one. All right?
I'll take one. I'll
You'll
smoke it
that
tomorrow. Yeah.
Put it in a Ziploc. You know, you could just get a sponge.
And do that.
Or-
How long can you not have this in a humidor and have it still stay good?
Put it in a Ziploc bag tonight. I'll give you a big Ziploc, okay? All you have to do, go to the gas station, get a Bavita pack. Most people don't. You buy a Bavita pack for a couple bucks, put it in a Ziploc. That's a humidor.
How much does a Punch Havana box go for?
I mean, this is an expensive box.
It's an expensive box.
Yeah, Russell Peters is one of the most generous people I've ever met. Take two. You want to take two? Put them in a Ziploc. Get a Bavita.
All right.
Go to your gas station tomorrow that sells cigars. Go to the smoke shop near you.
I'm taking one.
All right?
I'm going to come back and smoke that one with you. Is that okay?
I mean, yeah, of course.
We'll come back and do like just a regular night where we're not on camera and we're smoking.
That's it. So I'm saying a box. You're saying a box.
I'm saying it's one of the best cigars I've ever smoked. I put this up with the Patagas that I smoked, the Cuban Patagas. This is maybe the best cigar I've ever smoked.
It's awesome.
This is incredible, and it's gotten better as it's gotten lower. Now it's peaking right now, and I'm about to gas it by sticking it in my ass and farting on it.
Dude.
Old trick I learned from Zilly B from Brooklyn back in the day.
Zilly B? I want to know about Zilly B.
Zilly B.
All right, we're going to enjoy the rest of these cigars. Now, remember, 2 comics, 2 cigars. That's all you need. You out there, if you're a comic, you got a friend that enjoys cigars, you get the same cigar, you smoke it, talk about it at the beginning, middle, and end, and then you rate it, none, 1, 5, or a box, and we'll put it up on the YouTube page. It doesn't have to be Ari and me. It doesn't have to be Ari and somebody else or me with somebody else. It can be any comic. You could do it with Verzi. You could film it, send it to us, we'll throw it up there. This is a community podcast.
I love that.
For people who love smoking cigars, talking shit, philosophizing, and making each other laugh. That's what the whole show's about. I had a blast. Thanks for being on it, brother. Shake. All right.
Yeah, we solved everything.
I can't wait to transition.